The Oedon Chapel is the ultimate safe haven against beasts on the dreadful night of the hunt. Its wide array of aromatic herbal incense wards off even the newly afflicted. Our mild-mannered staff will be quick to chauffeur you to a seat, and there are plenty of refreshments to tide you over until dawn. The Oedon Chapel, where safety begins until the night ends.
Because there's nothing to fear here.
The Oedon 5 are what I call the 5 potential Yharnam survivors of the apocalypse to have taken safety in the Oedon Chapel. Neither beasts, kin, nor snatchers can get to them there because of its sweet incense aroma. There'd be an Oedon 6th, but he just hangs outside and eats everyone when you're not looking. I'll let you in on a secret though. He's a dark beast, man. In my previous videos, I already explained the quest lines for all these characters, but one character in particular I decided needed more clarification. If you're thinking the narrow-minded guy, hell no! He's a dick! I'm talking about what happens to Arianna at the end. Arianna's ending questline brings up a rather trivial question such as, does she die or does she faint? Well, I had 4 different things happen to me in some trials that I'd like to share. As we know, after defeating Yharnam, there is a small-scale celestial baby boom, and Arianna, who happens to be in the Oedon Chapel as a safe haven, is impregnated by the very deity the chapel was constructed for in a twist of cruel fate. Some say she had sex with the Oedon dweller, but oh god, no.
But she's a kind one. I can tell. A good woman.
Well, maybe, but no. Please no. The description for the baby's umbilical cord makes mention how ironic it is that she was chosen despite her corrupted bloodline, which is what started the epidemic that turns people into beasts. And her bloodline just so happens to have roots to the Vilebloods. After slaying Yharnam, you'll come to find her in extreme birthing pain, and it progressively gets worse as you advance the story. After defeating Murgo's wet nurse, and after the Hunter's Dream Workshop is set ablaze, you'll notice Arianna is missing from her chair, with plenty of blood on the ground leading to some stairs and down a ladder. One can assume that she started going into labor and carried herself away from the chapel. Once you make your way down the ladder, you'll gain insight, as you will discover Arianna in complete shock having given birth to a celestial newborn pup that is looking up and crying for her attention. And why she thought this area would be the most sanitary place to give birth is beyond me. While this traumatizing event would certainly be shocking to any woman, these things are known to frenzy, and frenzy in the game's lore is madness. The guy guarding the gates to Bergenworth got bit by something and he doesn't sound okay. He doesn't look okay. Nope. He's not okay. But guess what you get off his body? A madman's knowledge. The more insight or knowledge you have, the more susceptible you are to going crazy. But in the gameplay, it just damages you. One of the 4 things you can do is shoot and kill the baby. Arianna will then pass out. The second thing you can do is attack both and kill both the baby and Arianna. As you can tell, the way she falls when she passes out versus when she dies are completely different positions. Contrary to some belief, you get the prompt pick up item and not loot corpse when you try to steal her shoes, dead or alive. Either way, you're totally taking advantage of the situation to steal her lady shoes. What's wrong with you? You do have to admit, they look fabulous. And in a way, I can remember her by them, even though I would never forget a whore. The third thing you can do is kill Arianna and leave the baby alive. The 4th thing I have done, which I have never seen before until now, is slash at them once, in turn, killing the baby, but strangely, Arianna neither passes out nor dies. Some people were trying to justify that Arianna is still alive by manipulating the camera so that you can see her face. Her eyes continue to blink, but even when you kill her at any point in the game, she still blinks. This confirms exactly what I thought before these trials. From Software figured that if she fell over and covered her face, then why change her blinking animation? If no one is likely gonna see it, why bother putting more work into it? It's called cutting corners, and many games do this. I know Souls fanatics love to put meaning behind everything, but I hate to admit that I don't think there's meaning behind this at all. So does she die or does she faint in the end? Well, this is her dead. This is her after fainting. And this is her sad. Or manic. So yes, I think she is definitely alive at the end, but only if you kill the celestial baby. In that regard, it is completely possible to end the game with 5 Oedon Chapel survivors, even though 3 go crazy and 1 is a paranoid conspirator. I call them the Oedon 5.
Search for free.
The Oedon 5 is filmed in front of a live studio audience. Thanks for watching, and there's more coming very soon. Please by all means subscribe or become a patron. This program was made possible by these supporters and Dweller's Own Lotion for Hunters, the only lotion to revitalize and mask your scent from blood-starved beasts, a Yharnam favorite. Watch my previous Bloodborne videos for more insightful lore and stay tuned for more on Bloodborne. I will also cover Dark Souls 3 in the coming weeks, you impatient fools! Stop watching Let's Plays and spoiling the game. All that's gonna do is ruin the impact for you when you play the game for yourselves! You seriously can't wait 2 more weeks? You do whatever you want. But I'm going in fresh. As fresh as I am wearing Dweller's Own Lotion for Hunters. You can have the upper hand combating beasts, while also combating dry, flaking, or rough skin. Without it, you might as well be naked. Dweller's Own Lotion for Hunters.
When the night of the hunt passes, suppose we could be friends? Maybe?